Hello, Renee Flamont here. You guys, another question that I get asked a lot is why do I want to just run right back to my narcissist? I had somebody say to me the other day in private coaching, I don't care what he did to me. If he called me right now, I'd run right back. That breaks my heart, because what that means to me is a few things. And we'll get there, right? It's a new client. They're really going through it, and we've all been there. Oh, I've run back. We've all been there, right? Make all the effort, make multiple efforts, go running back to them when they hoover you. They say something nice and boom, you're there again. Here's the thing, you guys. We want to run back to the narcissist because, unfortunately, they are the person that created the mix of inflation to us and deflation to our sense of self. Let's break this down, okay? They made you so addicted to the good that you need a fix of that good to repair from the bad they just inflicted. The bad was so bad, maybe you found out they were cheating, whatever it is, the bad was so bad that you need repair. And you can't picture anything on earth, anything else on earth being good enough to do so, to repair you from this bad they just inflicted. Only the good that you got from them during the love bombing will do. That's the only good that will suffice. You need a dose of the good that they showed you when they were that, I call it the 5% guy, right? The 5% of them is love bombing. The rest, 95, that's the real them after that, after devalue. So you need that. Well, here's the thing, you guys. The person who hurt you cannot heal you. Period. End of story. Good night, Irene. The person that hurt you, it's impossible for them to heal you. If they hurt you, then they have ill thoughts in their mind. I could never hurt someone and then go on and want to be in their life and tell them I love them. You don't do that to people that you love. You don't mistreat people that you love like that. I'm not talking about somebody healthy has a bad day and they snapped at their wife. That's not mistreatment. That's humanity. I'm not talking about that. But the mistreatment that they impart upon their victims, these narcissists, and then the victim looks to be healed by them. I'm broken. Say something to make me feel better. How could you have done that to me? What do you mean? And you're looking for them to say, calm down, I love you, I was out of my mind, I don't know what I was thinking. We're looking for all kinds of things. So we run back to the narcissist because we're looking to be healed. And this is where not getting closure comes into play, because it's part of that. You want to understand, you want to ask them, you want to get answers. They're not going to be able to give you any of that. And you want to run back because you've been conditioned to wait for the good to come back around. It always did, right? It always did. You are in a trauma bond, which keeps you stuck. Everything is punctuated. The good, the bad, the whole cycle creates you staying and waiting for that good that they showed you, even after wicked bad was just inflicted upon you. Love bombing will heal it. The only thing that's going to make me feel better is the way he was back then. That's very often I hear this. Well, Renee, you don't understand. We got back together. We had a dinner. We were together the whole weekend. It was just like old times. He was his old self. He said all the things that he used to tell me, and we seemed right back on track. Only to have 3 days later, he's gone in the wind and she's devastated again. So what often happens now is she's left now with more questions. Like I said, You give them opportunity to hurt you, they will. So now he's gone again. Very common story. I hear this more than I can tell you. He's gone again, and she's left there devastated. Well, what do you think she's going to want to do if the phone rings, if he hoovers her? She's going to want to answer it. Why? She wants answers. How could you have done that to me again? Guess what? She just gave him an opportunity to hurt her again. Now she has more material to process. She has more pain to get through the muck of. She has more tenuous, horrible examples in her brain, in her mind, in her heart now that he's done to her. She can't picture being with anybody else. Nobody makes me feel this way. Look at that if you think that statement. Why? Again, are you using the love bombing? Well, that was manipulation. That's not the real them, you guys. It's not the real them. It was fake. And by fake, I mean fake. 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 So you're running back to something that never existed because you want it given to you again. You want the love bombing given to you again. Okay, so say he love bombs you again. It's still fake. It's still manipulation. So it's like, what, a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. That's what's happening. And the more you do it, the more you get into that repetitive cycle, you are dragging out your healing. And if you don't stop and assess the situation for what it is, you will continue to run back to your narcissist because you're trauma bonded. You don't understand what just happened. So of course you're going to keep running back to them until you see the truth of what's in front of you and decide, wait a minute, okay, you have the power to stop the cycle. You do. So have the weekend. The Hoover happens. Have the weekend. She's all in euphoria. By day 3, he's off in the wind. She doesn't hear from him again. The next time that person hoovers her, I hope that person says, I'm not running back to you this time. It is a cycle you have to break. It's an addiction you have to break. And you have to go through that withdrawal to get through it. It's an ugly muck of period of time. But you have to go right through it. You have to walk right through the mud without any waders on, without boots. You got to go through it. And once you're on the other side looking back in, the first time you make it through and you don't answer a Hoover and you don't get together with them, you realize they're in your rearview mirror. It's a really wonderful feeling, you guys. And that will empower you to not run back to them the next time. You'll say to yourself, well, I made it. I didn't answer the Hoover. I'm alive. I made it. I guess I don't need him. But while you're stuck in the back and forth, you're going back because you need it. You need it, and they know it. So they breadcrumb you. They give you little bits of good to keep you on the hook like a fish on a hook. Like a baby sticking out getting food from its mother out of a hole in the ground. And they're feeding you little bits, and it keeps you there. You have to make the decision that you will no longer do that. You have to make the decision that I will no longer run back to this person who mistreats me. Any one of the things that were done to me just by the last narcissist or my very own peripheral narcissist that I've made reference to, any one of the things that have been done to me by either of, let's just say, those two people would have flattened anybody else. But I'm an empath, so I take it. I'll fix them. I'll love them. I'll love this dysfunction out of them. It's okay. I got you. I'm not leaving you. I'm not abandoning you. It's okay. And I felt like me walking away, not running back to these people, said something about me. Am I abandoning them? I told them I'd love them, right? I told them I loved them. I don't want to abandon them. It's okay. They're having a temper tantrum. I'll take the temper tantrum. I love you. I told you I love you. I'll take your temper tantrum. No, I won't. Or your mistreatment, or you're talking bad about me, or you're telling lies about me up one side and down the other. No, I won't take that anymore, ever again, not even for a second. And boom, you stop running back. Look at what's in front of you, you guys. Look at what's in front of you and stop wishing for that person. What is in front of you, the bad, the ugly, the bad, that is them. That's what you're getting. And if you run back to them, you will be getting more of that bad. I don't care how they're luring you back in. That fake love bombing manipulation might be at work. But eventually you will get that bad again, and you will be asking yourself again, why did I run back to the narcissist? It has to do with addiction. You're addicted to the dopamine and the endorphins that they give you, and they tell you all these wonderful things. Your system, even though you don't know it, is addicted to the adrenaline and the adrenaline and cortisol that you get when you fight with them. It's a charge. You guys, running back to the narcissist, no matter what role they play in your life, that is a choice that's completely up to you. But you keep doing it because you're waiting and hoping and praying and crying and begging and pleading for it to be what you want. The minute you realize it will not be what you want, not with this person, that dream ain't happening. That friendship is not happening. That family relationship is not happening. That romantic partnership is not happening. Not with that person. The minute you realize that, and you look at it, and you believe it, and you accept that truth that's right in front of your eyes, just look at them. Look at how they've treated you. Write it all down. The minute you accept that, you won't run back to them anymore. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you Monday.